Hey there guys, it's Hobo525 here, back with another video. And today, I'm going to be taking a look at the Karate Kid, Mr. Miyagi, and Daniel LaRusso NECA figures. So, these are the first Karate Kid figures I've ever owned, and NECA figures in general. And I'm pretty excited to open these guys because, well, I love the Karate Kid movies and the Cobra Kai series. And yeah, the first Karate Kid is probably my favorite Karate Kid movie, like out of all of them. So, pretty excited to open these guys and just pose them around in general. All right, so let's take a look at them. So I have to say these boxes are like really nice. We got some good artwork of Daniel and Mr. Miyagi on the front, and then it also tells us what they include. Mr. Miyagi has chopsticks and a bonsai tree, and then Daniel also has chopsticks, sanding pads, and a bonsai tree, so they can, cut bonsai together. And we have the Karate Kid logo on the side of the box. And then if you look on the back, we get some good little, I guess, poses we could do with them. The one for Mr. Miyagi looks really cool. And same with the one of Daniel, because they're kind of like together. So yeah, I'm glad to have like this little sensei and student kind of pack, And then we have the other figures in this series. We have, Daniel, Mr. Miyagi. We have Johnny Lawrence, which I do have, and I will be doing a review on him soon. We also have this 2-pack, which looks pretty freaking cool, but I do not have yet. So yeah, all around this looks really cool. And you get Daniel right there on the beach on this part. So let's unbox these guys. All right, so here is Daniel's son and Mr. Miyagi right out of the boxes, and wow, these guys look really cool. So let's take a further look at them. So Mr. Miyagi looks really cool in my opinion. So the head sculpt's very good. If you compare it to like Marvel Legends or Black Series though, I mean, it's not really as accurate as they are like to their actors, but I'm not really gonna do that for this. And yeah, it's pretty good, I don't know when these figures were made. I feel like they've been out for a while, but I'm not really sure. So I guess that could depend on like what the head sculpt looks like or whatever. But yeah, I still like how it looks. It definitely resembles Mr. Miyagi enough for me to recognize him and all that. And it does have some good detailing of like the hair and all that. So yeah, can't really complain about the head sculpt. And then we get like this nice fabricy material right here for his clothes, which I'm not really like a big fan of for like other action figures, but like for him it works. Because I mean, yeah, it's just really cool. It doesn't like come off too easily. Fits on very well. And yeah, and I'm pretty sure you can take it off, which I'm not gonna do because I don't want to, go through the hassle of putting it back on, but you can if you want to. You could even take off his belt. And yeah, looks pretty fancy. And if we take a look at his articulation, his arm can go up actually like, or it could go out pretty wide. And we can also roll up his sleeves a bit and see like his elbow articulation, which is not double jointed, but that's whatever. And yeah, so the articulation is a bit for this guy. It can't really like, I don't know, the joint isn't just the best, or isn't really the best, but it's okay, Like this isn't like some superhero or Star Wars action figure, he doesn't really need the best articulation, So yeah, and you do have to use a little bit of force when you roll up the sleeves. Try not to rip it, but yeah. And then his other arm, so it's not going up as straight, which is kind of annoying because, I want it to go up. But yeah, I can't really like roll up his sleeves all the way up to see his joint unless I take off his shirt, which actually I could just do this to see it. And yeah, for whatever reason, it's just not really going up, which I don't want to like force it too much because I don't want this guy to break. And past action figures have broken of mine that had this exact same problem. So I'm going to leave it like that for now. I don't know, I might find a way to like kind of fix that, but yeah, it's a bit stiff right there. But his leg articulation's pretty good, I don't think these are double jointed knees, but they do. And yeah, no ankle pivot, big sad, but he does have nice wrist articulation. And he's just a really cool figure all around. He does not stand the best either. I don't know, it kind of takes me a few tries, but yeah, he looks pretty good. And if we take a look at Daniel's son, he looks also pretty good, Now, this isn't the most accurate head sculpt of Ralph Macchio, which is fine. It's still kind of looks like him. Like, at least I can recognize him, so, yeah. And, yeah, I really like the clothes I chose for him. Really nice. And he just looks all around great. I like the fabricy material and all that, and really no problems until we look at the articulation. His head actually goes up pretty far. You know, I think that's pretty far. And the problem is with his arms. They don't really go out at all, which they should. If you roll up his sleeve, he does have a joint for that. Well, I already rolled it up before, you know, I started doing this review. But yeah, so that's kind of a problem because, you know, I mean, on the box, he does like some things, or he is in like some poses where, you know, his arms go out a bit. So that's kind of a disappointment. And I just don't want to break this guy and force it. So I don't know what I'm going to do because, you know, this figure is kind of like a one of a kind for me. And yeah, but his elbow articulation is actually pretty good, even without double jointed elbows and whatnot. And, you know, his wrist articulation isn't bad either. It's a bit stiff, but it's all right. His knee articulation is good too, except, oh, okay, so whenever I move this knee, it seems this leg moves as well. So, oh wait, hold on, there we go. Yeah, because when I display him, I might want to do like a crane kick or something with him. But yeah, he looks pretty good, and you can obviously take off his clothes too. But you know, I respect Danny Boy, so I'm gonna keep him clothed. And if we look at the height comparison, Daniel is a freaking monster compared to Mr. Miyagi. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's accurate. Like, I know Pat Morita is shorter, but was he really that short? He might have been, I don't know. But yeah, he definitely was shorter than Daniel. So yeah, looking pretty good. So in terms of accessories, they both come with these bonsai trees, which is pretty cool. I like how they both got them because, you know, you can pose them with the bonsai trees and whatnot, doing a little Mr. Miyagi Daniel activity. So very nice. And then Daniel also comes with these sanding pads, which are really cool in my opinion. I'm glad he comes with these. And, you know, I think they fit very well in his hands. At least this one does, so that's awesome. It doesn't look like it's gonna fit well in this hand. I mean, it does on the box, so hold on, I don't want to like completely rule it out. If I put it around here, like these two fingers, it should be able to fit. All right, there. That's actually not that bad. Like, in terms of posing it, it looks really good. And yeah, very cool accessories. Now, they both also come with chopsticks right over here. There we go. So that's cool. They come with that too, you know, if they want to kill some flies. So I'll give Mr. Miyagi some. And it looks like they fit in their hands pretty well. I know I just said that as it fell, but it's still, like, on the back of the box, it looks like it should fit. So I'm kind of looking at it right now to see. All right, so you should put them right through here. And yeah, I didn't expect these to fit so well, but they fit Mr. Miyagi pretty well, as you could see. Come on, stand up. All right, there we go. And Daniel's sons should fit too. There we go, look at that. I like that a lot. All right, yeah. And then, you know, they also come with this gel, you know, disinfectant. It says do not eat, so I guess my dinner plans are canceled tonight, but that's okay because I have these figures. All in all, these are some pretty good figures. You know, I'm definitely glad to have these guys. If I had, like, problems with them, it's definitely their articulation. It's a bit of a disappointment, but I don't know. Nothing much I could do, I guess. They still look pretty cool, and they still get the job done, you know, in terms of posing them, but if I wanted to make like a stop motion or something with them, I couldn't really do that because their articulation is just so limited. And I don't know if it's like this for like other people who have these figures. I mean, the joints should work, but they're just not. And if I force it too much, it's going to break, which I do not want these guys to break. So yeah, I guess they're just going to stay how they are, but you know what? It's okay. I still like these figures a lot, and I cannot wait to put them on my display. So I hope you all enjoyed this review. Thank you all for watching, and with that said, Hobo525 out.